bad Sunday here, to say the least. Hopefully, it's an easy fix that there's some little guru out there, expert that knows what they're saying or doing. But I could use some help from any users that have the information. So, um, yeah, lots of news to talk about, but I can't get to it. Let me explain what's going on. So, my PC, my gaming PC, a year ago started the fan running all the time and misbehaving. Of course, the typical answer from people is, well, clean your PC out, dust it out, spray it out, clean it, get rid of unwanted apps, make sure you're not running too much stuff. Got all that. I know how to maintain a PC, and I did all that, and it was still going on and on. I started going into the BIOS all the time and then lowering the core temperature and just waiting for the PC to cool down. And that worked for a while. But then that means I have to leave what I'm doing. So it stopped doing it after a few months, and it was fine. Never made this loud noise anymore. It worked fine. And then in the past couple of days, it's been making all these noises. So once again, I tried to go in the BIOS, but it wouldn't let me in the BIOS. I kept pushing F2, delete. And what I didn't realize, and this was the foolish mistake I've made this morning, is that I needed to shut the computer down. I was restarting instead of shutting it down. So it wasn't giving me Windows wasn't giving me the BIOS entry option to go in to let it cool down. So in desperation, I went online and I looked for an application that would allow me to change to cool it down. So I loaded one program. It didn't seem to do anything. So I unloaded it, uninstalled it. Then I foolishly installed Avast, and I installed Avast on there, and it went through, and it didn't have anything in there to cool down the computer, which is what it said it did. So I uninstalled it. Now this is where the problem started at about 10:15, a little over about an hour ago. And when I uninstalled Avast, it signed me out of Windows and changed my profile. Now, I don't know if it corrupted my original profile or it deleted some settings. I don't think that it did. However, initially I was panicking and thought that was the case. So my computer rebooted to where it was when it was brand new. And all of my software was gone. All of my profile settings were gone. All of my documents were gone. All of my images were gone. Everything disappeared. Everything. A total disaster. However, I calmed down. I was really a little nervous. I calmed down and I went looking under Windows on the drive. First, I made sure all my drives are there. The external drives are all there. So then I went to Windows and I looked under profiles, and it had my user profile. So I clicked on my user profile and everything's there. And actually the size of that profile is enormous. I need to do something if I survive this and take a lot of the stuff out of there. It's 495 gigabytes of data that's in my user file. All right, so my user profile is still there in Windows. It's there. So I'm trying to figure out what to do now. So I looked online and somebody said if you restart 4 times, then usually you don't have this problem. It goes back because there's some kind of problem. It's trying to go to temporary file. Well, whatever the problem is, or I can't find my file, it keeps going to that one. It can't get into my file. So okay, Robert, thank you for backup. There is no backup. There is no backup. Profile corrupted and signing in temporary. So how do I uncorrupt my profile, Leon? How do I uncorrupt my profile? Or is it gone forever? I mean, how do I do that? I tried to copy the profile onto another storage device. Wouldn't do it. At some point it says it can't do it. And so that's why I'm thinking the profile's corrupted. So how is my profile corrupted? Is Avast corrupted? And how can I fix my profile? I can't lose all this stuff. So what I'm in the process is doing, I know it's signing me a temporary every time, Leon. So I tried signing into a local profile. Didn't let me do that. It let me do that, but that didn't accomplish anything. Kept going to temporary. And I know it's a temporary profile because every time I reboot, it takes an inordinate amount of time because it's trying to go in and find all the settings and create them in a new temporary profile. But the original user profile is still there. How can I restore that user profile and get back to my Windows? Because without it, I can't do anything. I can copy. I know the data is recoverable, Leon, but where all my settings, where all my software settings and all that stuff. I'm using my phone, Courtney. That's correct. So, Leon, no, I'm not worried. The data's there. I know it's on the drive, but how do I get back to where I was this morning without a recovery? I mean, I don't have recovery set up. So how do I get back to where I was at 10:53 instead of where I'm at 10:15? And how do I find what's corrupted in my profile? Because, and this is how I've 100% figured out that it was in fact my profile, the temporary that was loading, because I went into, Windows is so unfriendly in its later 10, 11 versions of user accounts. So I went in there And I finally got to the old style looking, Windows settings, Windows control panel. And I went to user accounts, and it just has my user account, it has the correct one. But when I look at the path isn't going to my profile. It's going, of course, to the temp. Everything under documents, pictures, downloads, all going to the temp folder. So you are correct, Leon, and I am correct that it is trying to log me into a temporary profile every time. Courtney, yeah, that's fine while I use Apple. I used Apple, and it had all kinds of problems. No, it's not that, Flesh, and it's not that. You missed the start of this. I started this at the beginning. I explained to people that my computer was overheating, or not overheating, was making a lot of noise. So I was trying to fix it. I couldn't get into BIOS. It wouldn't let me in. And I foolishly installed software that's caused this problem. There are methods, but my experience success rate is, okay, well, I need somebody that knows what they're doing then. I need somebody, if somebody can point me in the direction, somebody knows how to fix my profile to get it restored. Because I can't broadcast. I can't sit around here and spend 4 days rebuilding everything. It's insane. Yeah. This is a very frustrating thing. So yeah. Anyway, but I guess this is beyond the user base that I have here right now that knows how to fix this. But I'm screwed. I can't do anything at the moment. Everything is just worked up beyond belief. My camera settings are there. Leon said this is my job, but he don't know how to fix it. Yes, I have a liquid cooler, Declan. That's not my problem right now. The cooling is finally shut up. It's finally stopped. The computer's not making noise now. Well, Courtney, are you serious? You're asking me if there's going to be a computer? I've got an existential crisis here. You're asking me if there's going to be a show. I need help. I can't do a show without my broadcast software, without my settings, without anything. Hakan says no quick fix. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys then. I mean, the software is still there on the computer, but how do I get it to work? Can I try to... One thing it said to do is create a new profile and copy the stuff over. Starfish says, write the explanation down, post it. Someone will eventually see it and provide the answer. Yeah, but I've gone to Windows message boards, and the messages go back 8-10 years, and none of them answer the question. So what are the odds that one of my viewers is going to read on my post what the problem is and give me an answer here? I guess I'm just screwed. That's the end of my broadcasting career. Wow. Yeah, it's so there's a reprofiler program we can attempt, but I cannot guarantee success. Okay, Leon, can you send me an email and tell me what that program is? Repair the installed software. The installed software is uninstalled. I uninstalled it. Not helpful, Courtney. Okay, thank you, Liam. Please go to the email address and send me an email. Yeah, it's frustration a lot. I mean, I didn't do anything, and it's freaking, yeah, Pablo Char's like, help him. Yeah. No, so look, here, look, if my profile was just, okay, Mark, I'll explain the facts again in just a moment. If my profile was just 30 or 40 megabytes or gigabytes, this would be easy. I just copy it, make spare copies of it. I try to make spare copies of my profile. My profile, however, is 495 gigabytes. 495 gigabytes of data in my profile. So, well, factory settings are not going to help, Courtney. I don't need factory settings. I need my settings from 10:53 this morning. Factory settings wipes out 4 years of work. Okay, so Mark asked me to restate the problem. Okay, so I'm going to restate the problem here, okay? All right, so my fan was running loud, and it's annoying and distracting. It's been doing it for a few days. I've cleaned my PC case, which I do every 3 months, but I did it anyway. There's no restore point. Thank you. There's no restore point. I looked. There's nothing there. It's gone. If there was a restore point, this thing took it away. There's no cloud restore point because I didn't back it up there. So, okay. So the fan was making a lot of noise. I've got coolant. I've got multiple fans. It's a gaming machine. I spent 60,000 Rand on. Okay. So it's got everything under the sun. So I tried to calm it down. So in the past, what I've done is reboot the computer, go into the BIOS, and go into the system and allow the CPU and the graphics cards to cool down. And when it cooled down, that usually worked, okay? Yeah, Pierre says restart 4 times. You'll get a blue screen, go to settings, click restore. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Restart. When you say restart, I did it 4 times. 4 times, it didn't do it. It just keeps going back to the same temporary thing. Keeps resetting 4 times. I wish that would work. Just restart my PC. Well, thank you for that. I haven't tried that, Rajal. I haven't tried that. Of course I've tried that. So back to explain to Mark Mybert what happened. So since I couldn't get into BIOS, this was the mistake I made. I made a mistake here, okay? I should have simply shut the computer down and then re-go. But I didn't do that. I didn't think it through. And I couldn't get to the BIOS to let it cool down. So I figured something must be wrong. So I tried to download an app. I downloaded one app that helps you find what's overheating your computer. It didn't do anything. Hold shift when restarting, boots into advanced secure recovery mode. The shift key, Justin, correct? The shift key? I tried that. It didn't go into recovery mode. Okay. When you say restarting, is that restarting or shut down and start fresh? You got to be clear on that, Justin. Okay. There's no battery. It's not a laptop. Unless you're talking about you want me to pull the motherboard BIOS key off. The BIOS isn't the problem, okay? Please stay focused with me, okay? Let me get through this. The BIOS isn't the problem. The BIOS works. It's just that for whatever reason, on a restart, it wasn't going to the BIOS, and it didn't click in my head. My gray matter didn't click. So instead of shutting down, I was restarting. So when I installed the software, the first one didn't work, so I uninstalled it. So then I went and looked for it, and it said Avast had something it will tell you, and it'll tell you what things are causing your computer heat. So please, Papa Charlie. So I installed Avast, and it came up with all kinds of stuff, and there was nothing there of use. So I uninstalled the software. Disaster. Suddenly, my screen comes up. It's taking forever. I'm just trying to, it should only take about a minute to uninstall an app. It's uninstall. Finally, it's done. It comes that says, can't log you into Windows. Like, what do you mean can't log me into Windows? I never logged out of Windows. And then it rebooted. I logged in to my Windows account, which links to the online account. And my screen had 1/3 of the desktop icons. It had the wallpaper from when it was sent to me. Yes, Pablo, I'm explaining to people because someone else might have an answer. Okay, Pablo, be patient. I know there's an email. I can't. Where am I supposed to check my email, Pablo? The computer's in there. I'm on my phone. Please. So, Mark Mybert, my profile. So first I panic. I'm like, what the hell? I went to look and see, and everything was gone. All my files, all my pictures, all my downloads, everything was gone. I'm like, what the hell? So it took me a couple minutes to calm down, and then I realized that my profile wasn't loading properly, even though it said it was in the profile. So I mess around and look around. Eventually I get into the Windows drive on the C drive. I look, there's my user profile. Control and F8. I go to my user profile. It's there. All my documents are there. All my photos are there. All my downloads are there. My desktop icons, all of them are there. So the next step is to try to sign to local profile. So I did that. But that didn't do anything. It just created a temporary profile again. And I wasn't aware that it was creating temporary profile at the time. I realized it was trying to load into another profile. I thought it was trying to load into a different one. It was loading to a temporary one, but telling me I'm in my account. And when I turn off the computer or when I reboot the computer, either case, it comes up and takes a long time. And that's because it's like Windows for the first time it's ever going there. Clean the vents in the case and the heat sinks. And yeah, that's already been done long ago. That's not the problem right now. Are you just tuning in? So what's happening is that either my profile is corrupted or Windows will not associate with that profile. So what I try to do is take my existing profile, which is still on the C drive, so I don't lose it, copy it onto other storage medium. First, I went to the D drive, which is a traditional drive. It wouldn't copy. Well, I realized why it wouldn't copy because it's 495 gigabytes when I looked at the size of the profile. Good Lord. So I tried to copy it onto an external solid state drive, and I got an error message going through. So I don't know. temporary account loop is due to corrupted main profile. You can fix this by creating a new profile via control panel, create new user. Yes, thank you, Justin. But then how do I import my data from the old profile? That's what I need to know. Justin, how do I import all my data from the old profile into a new one? I'll create a new one, call it, super stud or whatever. How do I do that? I get that. So I create a new profile. And how do I, and the other thing too is that I went in to try to create an administrator account. It says the profile I'm using, I'm the only administrator. So I don't want to lock myself out of the computer. So there's what's going on here now, the chat. So just browse to the old profile from the new profile and move the desktop and documents contents to the new profile. It's as simple as that. Okay, Justin, thank you. So Justin, what about my settings for applications? Those should all be the same, right? I mean, the software wouldn't have changed anything. Once my desktop profile is restored with a new profile, then I should be okay, right? Right? I mean, the program should all still run the same. Anyway, so as I was saying there, sorry, the chat's not coming in. Applications are installed system-wide. Most settings should be the same. That's what I thought, Justin. Thank you. You've answered that. Won't copy setting. Okay, so it won't copy settings from Leon. Justin saying most applications. There is no old profile. Okay, Justin saying users old profile. The only profile showing up is my current profile. But when I go to my current profile and I go to the environment, this is why I know I'm in a temporary folder. I go to environment, right? In the settings in Windows control panel, I go to the users and I go to environment, and it shows me temporary. OneDrive, temporary. Documents, temporary. So all of them keep going to temporary. Okay. Email, for example, would need to be reconfigured if you're running Outlook. I'm not running Outlook. No, okay. Yeah, that's the loop issue with the temp profile. Okay, so I think Justin and Mark Myberg, let me, okay, if you can get into Windows, I could assist you remotely via any desk. Justin, what do you mean get into Windows? By any desk. Exactly, right, Rain. Why are people being assholes and trolling? This is a serious problem. The software you're using live stream is not. Kate, please, you're not trolling, but it's not a helpful question. Sorry, I have to focus on the issue here. Justin, is this Justin Unwin? Sorry. Okay, log into my Windows, then run. Okay, log into Windows, then download, run any desk client. Where am I downloading from? Well, I can't even get to Zoom right now because it's not my profile. It's gone. It's disappeared. Okay, so any desk client. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it Justin Unwin I'm talking to? Because it says Justin. I assume that's who it is. I should have just called Justin to begin with. No, see, it's not Justin Unwin. So see, I don't know which Justin this is. Different Justin, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Mark says good idea. Well, what's that software that people used to use to let people log in remotely? I forget the name of it. You just get people in trouble. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Yeah. So let me Team Viewer, that's the one. Team Viewer, that's the one. That's the one I remember. Yeah, that's the one people used to use. Team Viewer, thank you. That's the one people used to use for nefarious purposes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Garrett. You guys are all over it. Okay, so the bottom line is that yes, that lets people remote log to your computer. Yep, exactly. Freelance Kate. That's why it's a problem. So okay. What I've got going on here then is I believe that what people are saying is create a new profile. Hendo, if you're here now, you can put the timeout on there. Okay. New user account, then take it from there. The old one is toast, and even mucking around the registry might not fix it. That's what I'm worried about. But I should be able. Okay. But Justin, if I put in the new profile, if I put the photos, the download, the desktop, all of that should be fine and go over to the other one. The desktop should launch the programs that were there before. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Yep. AnyDesk. I don't know what AnyDesk is. Yep, we'll be fine. Yep. Okay. So, all right. Yeah, I guess that's one option here. Yeah, to just do that. Yeah. Okay. What's this? What the hell's going on there? There's Hendo. Okay. AnyDesk. All right. Let me make a Justin, you sent an email to me, I think, already. Or it was Leon sent me an email. I'll look into it. Don't go in the registry unless you don't know what you're doing. Well, yeah, Mark, I know about registry, but I don't know all the settings in here. It's been a while since I mucked around in there, so I'd rather not do it. I think the best bet is to create, team viewer. Okay. All right. Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here, and thank you all, and I'll see if I can't sort this out. If I get it sorted out and I can get this back to where I was, then I'll do news today. If not, then I don't know when I'll be back up again. Thanks a lot, everybody. But yeah, the data is there, but the problem is if I mess around with the profile, how to contact you? Well, Justin, go to the About tab for this channel and click on, or not, go to the top where it has the channel description and click on that for more information. There'll be an email address. It's allaboutafrica2021@gmail.com. allaboutafrica2021@gmail.com. Yep. So there you go. There it is right there. Hender just put up. That's the email address. There you go. So you can send me an email on that. Let me go ahead and if a bunch of people send me emails, I don't respond to everybody. Don't take offense because I'm just trying to get through this. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So off of my mobile device. You guys take care. Appreciate it. Thanks for your help. I'll see if I can't get it restored. I think what one of my thoughts is I'm going to have to just create a new profile and go from there. Actually, for giggles and grins, the smart thing would be just create a new profile and then see what the environment settings are and see if it goes to those environments all the time. Then I'll know 100% that the existing profile is corrupt. That's proof right there. The existing profile is corrupt and it's not another problem. So that'll be the first thing I do. I will do that. I'll create a new profile, name it something else, and I'll do that because it'll be important to know that the profile is corrupted. So, but the profile is probably not corrupted. It's just something got changed and the setting got deleted. Won't sync up. Anyway, all right. What a mess. Thanks, guys. Erica, I'll be calling your house shortly. All right. Oh yeah, stay live I can't stay live for communication suggestions. I got to go and see if I can't get this to work. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. YouTube doesn't work freelance. It doesn't work because in order to make YouTube work, I need Streamlabs, OBS. I need Logitech software. I need my camera settings. I need my microphone settings. I need my software for my microphone. I need this. I need that. I need Facebook. I need all kinds of things. So it doesn't work. So nothing works. Thanks, everybody. If I'm back up, I'll let you know. Cheers.